Read This, the book review show, featuring book reviews, author interviews, and more.
Welcome to Read This, the book review show. I'm your host, Patrick Morgan. First off, today we delve into the darker side. Normal by Day is a suspense story about a man with a dark side and an even darker secret. Author S. Ritter has written this. It's the first book in a series, and it introduces us to the character of Steve Stryker. Now, Stryker is a complicated individual. He's complex, human, and most importantly, sympathetic. He starts out going on this descent into the dark side, and what he realizes is he can't really do anything to stop it. What starts out as trying to earn some money on the side, working for some mobsters, turns into an adrenaline rush that he gets addicted to and just can't break away from. He starts out, first of all, as a drug user and a drug dealer, and eventually becomes an enforcer for the Chicago mob, which ultimately leads to murder. And when his first hit turns out to be an old friend, Stryker is forced to ask himself the question, how far into the dark side is he really willing to go? All this time, however, Stryker maintains his normal life by day, which sets up a sort of nice Jekyll and Hyde type scenario. And the author really does it well, too, because as much as you want to hate this character based off of the terrible things he's doing, you can't help but like him, sympathize with him, and even kind of root for him at times. It kind of reminds me of the character Walter White on the television series Breaking Bad, for example. Now, ultimately, Stryker decides that he wants to leave behind this life of crime, but at that point, will it be too late? You're going to want to answer that question for yourself in this page turner, which is chock full of suspense, plot twists, action galore, evocative prose, and even quite a bit of humor that balances out the darker themes. So meet a liar, a thief, a womanizer, and yes, even a killer in this book, which is tremendous and is routinely earning 5-star reviews on Amazon. Author S. Ritter has written 3 books in what he calls his thrillology, again, not without a bit of sense of humor. Next up is Stryker 2, Ball 1, Behind on the Count, followed by Stalking Stryker, Hunting a Killer. Now, the author first turned to writing when he was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease and was forced to leave behind his first career. He turned to writing first as something to kind of fill his time and stay creative, and now it's evolved into a wonderful crime thriller series. So check it out and read this, Normal by Day. And don't go away, stay tuned, we'll be right back with more book reviews after this.
Do you like to go to the movies and watch the coming attractions? Do you decide what looks good and what you want to see? Then check out the world of video trailers, where we do the same thing for books. Our trailers feature a script written to showcase your narrative, recorded by professional voiceover artists, and then produced by our video directors, using music and state-of-the-art visuals and effects. Let us bring your book to life, literally, and show it to an audience that is millions strong and growing. In fact, every day, over 100 million Americans watch online video, and over 60% of book buyers shop and buy online. Video book trailers are becoming the way to reach this audience. Get in on this growing trend and treat your book like the Hollywood blockbuster it is. For more information, visit us at authormarketingideas.com or email jessica@authormarketingideas.com and get your trailer started.
Welcome back to Read This. Connor has joined us now to talk about a special children's book series, Chile the Toy Polar Bear by Michael Rosenberg.
Michael's a well-known children's author, and the wonderful thing about his books is that they're not only fun to read, but there's always so much more going on. The Chile books show children the importance and meaning of friendship, and they take us around the world to see different sights, places, people, and animals. Because Chile the Toy Polar Bear gets lost a lot. Or I guess I should say his owner and best friend, Douglas, can sometimes be a bit forgetful. In the first book, Chile, the Lost Polar Bear, his family travels from London to South Africa. Douglas doesn't notice that Chile has fallen out of the suitcase and onto the luggage carousel, and the family leaves him behind. Lucky for Chile, though, another little boy spots him and picks him up. When this family goes on a safari, Chile gets to learn all about Africa and the different animals that live there. Not surprisingly, no polar bears. In fact, there are no bears of any kind found in Africa. Did you know that?
I did not.
But the adventure has only just begun, because it'll take a rescue from an elephant to save Chile and reunite him with Douglas.
I know author Michael Rosenberg was inspired by a real-life Douglas and his toy polar bear, and that he's brought his love of traveling the world and exploring new cultures to this clever series.
Chile Goes to Hong Kong and China is the second book, and well, what could go wrong when the family heads to China? Everything. But of course, that's when the fun starts. After a trip through the X-ray scanner at the airport and a seat of his own on the plane, Chile falls overboard on the ferry ride from Hong Kong to Kowloon. But luckily, he's rescued by a Chinese boy, and he winds up touring Beijing. He learns about the country, its history, and its people. And in this book, gets to meet some bears, panda bears. But will he be reunited with Douglas?
So we have the importance of friendship, the importance of making new friends, and the wonderful, enriching experience of traveling the world and learning new cultures, exploring all about them. I think that's why this book is a favorite among parents as well, who love to read them to their children.
That's why we say, read this. Chile, the Lost Polar Bear, and Chile Goes to Hong Kong and China.
We'll be back with more Read This right after this.
Welcome to Author Marketing Ideas. AMI was founded to empower authors to market their work to its fullest potential. We work with today's authors, the self-published, the digital, those ready to take the next step in promotion, ready to embrace innovation and reinvent the wheel. The tools are available. Enhanced author websites, digital and mobile ready, video book trailers, social media, press releases with embedded video, and we are available to teach and assist to create a customized marketing strategy, because each author and every book is a unique creation. Market your work. Go local, go global, go viral. Ready? Then visit us at authormarketingideas.com and get a free digital footprint evaluation. Your digital footprint is what we call the size and shape of your online presence, and that's crucial to marketing success. We'll analyze and pinpoint your areas of strength and weakness and make recommendations. So check us out at authormarketingideas.com.
Next up is a book as unique as it is controversial. Science and Philosophy. Philosophy and Religion. Religion and Cosmology. The Infinitum Theory by Piero Settepani. A penetrating, provocative, and profound exploration of the mysteries of the universe. The author, in the hallowed tradition of Jesus Christ and of the seer Nostradamus, scrutinizes and with intellectual perfection debunks our most basic assumptions as citizens of the 21st century world, including gravity, black holes, evolution, and even the very nature of life itself. And yet, while the author rises to the highest level of scientific analysis, the infinitum theory remains accessible to audiences of all backgrounds, giving a comprehensive introduction to science, philosophy, theology, and what's more, individual self-analysis. It is a uniquely stimulating and well-rounded read. The infinitum theory is an essential text for anyone who's ever questioned anything and who's still looking for the answers. I am a self-taught man who has spent 80 years trying to solve all the mysteries that exist on Earth, writes the author. My goal is simple, trying to understand the universe, why it is as it is, and why it exists at all. Mr. Setapani's eye-opening book was written to change the world for the better and to help end the suffering caused by war, greed, hunger, and ecological disaster. The first step is understanding the universe. The Infinitum theory. Read this.
Thanks for watching. Keep an eye out for our next show. And for information on how to have your book reviewed, email Ellen at authormarketingideas.com.